EDC NC. We're doing it live this time. And now that I look, it looks like I have a little smudge on my camera. Let's look. Is that better? No, that's much worse. Hold on. Out of all the rags that I have, this is not how I wanted to start this. You would think with all of the cleaning cloths that we get in our knife packages, there we go, that's better, then we would just have a bunch of them on hand. How is everyone tonight? Hope you're doing well. This evening, I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of my favorite gear of 2023 and also give me a little bit break from the daily uploading I've been doing. That's been very taxing on myself and my wife. And so instead of coming home and filming a video today, I'm going to come home, do this live stream. And this will be day number 5 of 5 days, or 5. This will be day number 5 of the 12 days of Christmas here on my channel. That series has been going really well. It's really fun. I'm learning from it. It's teaching me, some different editing styles, or not editing styles, but, the more you do something, the more you learn. And that's helping me to learn just little bits and tricks here and there. So, really enjoying that. Hello, the Radio Geek. How are you today? Hope you're doing fantastic. That's another thing I noticed in my holiday gift guide this year. Excuse me, got some coffee. In my holiday gift guide this year, I think I said absolutely fantastic probably 28 times. Of course, I didn't count, but I thought that was funny. Or actually, it frustrated me. I thought it was ridiculous that I said it that many times. But yeah, you guys actually really, speaking of that video, it was received really well. It's actually got a decent amount of views so far, so thank you guys so much for that. If you don't mind, I'm going to check real quick and pull up the live stream on another phone, see what it looks like. But yeah, any questions you guys have, hop in here, talk to me a minute. If you don't mind, I'm going to check real quick. Fantastic is a good word, thank you. Well, I did use it a whole lot. Probably too much, honestly. I try not to repeat myself too much, but I fail at that quite often. Let's see how the audio. Thank you. Yeah, good. But anywho, yeah. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Hey, Brian, how are you, sir? Hope you're doing well. Oh, good to see you in here. Brian is another guy from North Carolina, BEEDC. Not too far from me, probably about an hour and a half. And yeah, we might have to do a live stream sometime together. I was on the Crispy Donut community not too long ago. They're live streaming. He's a big part of that community. He's been on there quite a few times, I think. I actually met up and had dinner a couple weeks ago. They made us some killer cheesecake, too. What is your favorite slip joint? Ooh. Hello, Dopey. Hey, speaking of the Crispy Donut. All right, so my favorite slip joint. I actually have 2 on the table right now that I brought out because I've been doing, been getting into slip joints and fixed blades here lately. And so the 2 that I've really enjoyed. Now, if I had to, like one I haven't handled, but I think would probably be my favorite would be the QSP, the QSP Hedgehog. I want to get my hands on one of those. But the 2 that I do have and have been carrying some, I mentioned this in the best 5th pocket knives of 2023. The Case Sodbuster. That's just such a classic, fun pattern. I really like it. It's really neat, and they're only like $33. So if you just want to see if you enjoy carrying a slip joint, this wouldn't be too bad. I mean, my number 1 suggestion would be that Hedgehog, just because of all the things that I've seen people, the good reviews, how people say they enjoy it, and you can get the regular version for around $50. But the one I would gun for would be like the Titanium and M390 from oh, whoa, did you figure out a comment from your TV? Oh, he retracted his message. Freeman's here from the Everyday Carry Cast. Speaking of Everyday Carry Cast, can't give that away too much though. But yeah, this one. And then secondary would be by Fox. I don't even remember the name of this thing, but it's a cool little slip joint, M390 and carbon fiber. I got this on a trade. I actually traded with a dude in person in Tennessee at a knife shop up there. It's called Blades, Bladez. It's right there near. It's in Gatlinburg, or actually that would really be Pigeon Forge by the island. And I had a knife he wanted. Again, speaking of crispy donut, I had a crispy donut raccoon from Vosti that he wanted so bad that he traded me for this and some money. So, Dwayne Letterman. Wow. Okay. A lot of guys from the crispy donut. That's awesome. Thank you guys for showing up. I greatly appreciate it. We're filling up pretty fast here. Let's read some comments. What's your favorite slip joint? Okay. Answered that. What's up, Sam? How's it going? Brian said all good. Really digging your anno job on your Tempest. That's Freeman said I'm here. Awesome. Well, it's good to see everyone. All right, so let's jump into this. Again, I want to say this. This is day number 5 of the 12 days of Christmas. I keep kicking that thing. Day number 5 of the 12 days of Christmas. And the reason I'm doing this is, like I said, to take a little bit off of myself and my wife. It's Sunday, and I don't like to work on Sunday, but I didn't get a video prepared yesterday for today. So just take a break, do a live stream. I don't have to edit this, and I don't have to put a video topic together, even though I did have one, which will be tomorrow's, and that will be 4 awesome, maybe 5. I might have 5 budget fixed blades. That will be my video tomorrow. A viewer gave me that idea. He commented on my video from yesterday, and that's a really good idea. And so I have 4 or 5 that I can throw together and show off, and they're really cool. Some of them weren't made in 2023, but who cares? But this is like some of my favorite EDC gear of 2023. Might still do this in a video. Who knows? Because I probably won't get to everything. But what do you guys want to see first? You want to see... yeah, the fire does look nice and warm. You guys want to see knives? I have some bags. I don't have any flashlights down here, but I covered those in my gift guide. Yes, some bags and knives, pins, box cutters, sharpeners, stuff like that. So, speaking of slip joints, I just picked up a new genuine slip joint. Oh, Jack Wolf, yes. So I handled some Jack Wolves at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and they were really nice. And they are steep in their price range, but I might have to get one of those. One of them fancy Japanese fires. Yes, Samsung to be exact. Hey, do you have a flipper version of the mini nightshade? Thanks. No, but that should be coming out soon. Not a flipper, but it's a flipper and a thumb hole. Those are really cool. Here's the regular nightshade. No flipper tab, sadly. From what actually Freeman called me right before I started this. And if I had to suggest something, I would look at SendCut. You can go on Amazon on your phone and look through SendCut's page, and for like 30 or 40 bucks, you can really pick something up. I put this in the gift guide this year. I think it's the Watuga or something like that. And literally 2 days after I put that video up, it was 27 bucks for D2, button lock, all that. Finger fuller and flipper. 27 bucks. Guess what? They removed it from the Amazon store. I guess that big sale they had was because they were discontinuing it. But, man, I hate it. This is going to be like a dirty Santa gift this year. That's why I ordered it. All right, let's kick it off with some knives. So I have 2 to show you here that are really cool. Some that aren't really out there too much. And these are from GFL. Gear for Life is the name of the company. I think that they are tied into SRM. So these are really cool knives. This one's 10CR, and this one is VG10. Titanium version, 99 bucks. Good milling. It's really cool, but the problem with this one is there's something going on with the action. As you can see. You see, I could land it there, but it's really gritty as I go to close it and stuff. So I think I'm going to have to disassemble this knife. That's the only reason I haven't included it. Oops, excuse me. That's the only reason I haven't included it in a video yet. But they're really cool. I don't want to suggest them just yet because this one, action's pretty good. It's got a little bit of a double clutch, but it's pretty good. But yeah, they're really cool. I can't remember the name of these guys, but it's kind of a Civivi Elementum vibe. but a pretty cool setup. I think I'm going to do another video. I'm not ready for it yet, but like best titanium frame locks under $100. And if I can get this one cleaned up and running right, I'll just assume that was this version. Um, Maybe I won't. No, we'll see. But if I get it cleaned up, of course, that'll be mentioned in the video. If it runs fine, then this will probably make it onto the list. All right, let's see. Jeremy Holstrom says, "Hey, EDCNC, I found your channel from Zach in the Wild / Taylor Martin. Prepare video, and I have been watching all your latest vids. Thanks." Thank you, Jeremy. Oh, that's a weird word. Preparinator. Oh, is that what they ended up naming that thing? That's cool. Yeah, hey, I'm wearing the t-shirt that I won on that video. That's funny. Yeah, those guys are great. I'm actually a local. I say local. Taylor Martin, he lives in one of the towns, or works in one of the towns that I work in pretty often. And we've met a few times, hung out at some of the shows, and I've gotten coffee with him a time or two, in him and a few other guys in Concord. That whole group is awesome. The Carry Commission group, Ricky, Taylor, Jordan. I feel like they come up a lot, but, I guess that's just, I've been in a few of their videos and stuff, and some people have found my channel through theirs and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool. They're awesome guys. But thanks for watching. Thanks for coming over. Drinking a cup of decaf tonight. All right, so here's the thing. Tucson, right? I don't know about them. I'm afraid to talk about their products because from what I've seen, I don't know if it's this way anymore. Now, I will applaud them because I don't think they make clones. But don't they, correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm fine with being corrected. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do they not stamp like S90V on some of their blades that really only perform at like a S30V range? Maybe I'm wrong. Please let me know if I am. But that's why I've never really been into buying those knives. They just seem to be claiming that they're something they're not, But like I said, please let me know. All right. Up next. Oh, this guy. So this is not new by any means. The Sage 5. I got this in on a trade probably a week ago, week and a half, something like that. And so I've never had a Para 3 in G10, but I've had a Para 3 lightweight. It never really did it for me. They were cool knives, but I never ended up keeping them. This right here, I think this is my Para 3. Like, with the size, the ergonomics, and the blade shape. And I feel like it fits me more. If you know what I mean. Like, people, their cars, their knives, their, whatever you want to say, fit them, Like, certain people just kind of match with certain things. And I feel like this knife kind of goes with my vibe better than the regular Para 3, or than the Para 3. I really like this guy. I wish they made it in like a green G10. Of course I do. I love everything in like green G10, but or in green micarta, something like that. But these are really cool. I'm sure I could get some aftermarket scales. I like it though. By the way, thanks guys. 15 viewers right now. I think that's like maybe more than I've ever had on here. All right, let's see some comments. Tucson heat treat and steel type is questionable, but the TS21 and D2, so no risk there. Oh, okay. Now I would buy something like that in D2. That would be cool. VG10 steel. What is that similar to? VG10, so that's what's on like your Spyderco Delicas and stuff like that. I think VG10 probably, now I'm speaking kind of from a place of ignorance here, but just from hearsay, VG10 is probably around like a little above 440, above 8 CR, stuff like that. Maybe around like your 9 CR, your 10 CR, but below 154 CM. Again, correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm no metallurgist, guys, but I think that's about right. All right, up next, let's talk about this. This right here. So for you guys who have never, so if you're like me, for a while you might be afraid to cut with your knives and stuff because you're worried about sharpening them. You don't want to sharpen them. You don't want to mess up the edges, especially, I've got my Holman Hatfield box here, something like this. It's a special knife to me, M390, thinly ground, so I'm afraid it's going to chip. But this is the Giant Mouse Ace Biblio. But, you might be afraid to use your knives and your higher-end knives because you don't want to go through the hustle and bustle of sharpening them. And most of you probably know this already. But all you need is this guy right here. This is the Work Sharp Field Sharpener, I think is the name of it. It's got two coarse stones at a 20-degree angle. It's got a coarse and a fine stone. But this back here on the back is what makes the world of difference. So my Spidey Chef that I've had for probably 2 years now. It's been on beach trip. It's been on all kinds of trips to be like the main chef knife, and working with what you got, and it has been beat up. Not really chipped, but definitely like rolled, stuff like that. LC200N is a good steel, but beat up pretty bad. And I was feeling it the other day. I haven't carried it much, and it had a lot of imperfections on the edge. Well, I took this guy, the ceramic, and got that thing back to shaving sharp with it. And that's super impressive. I mean, maybe I should have earlier running an EDC channel, but I never knew that you could just take a ceramic stone and get something back like that. And so that really impressed me. It's also got a leather strap on the back, stuff like that. So those guys are awesome. I think they're like $15. So if you've ever seen one of those, go check them out. I don't have product links that I've thrown up in the description or anything, so I won't get it. But, really cool knife or sharpener there. Let's answer some more questions. VG10 is similar to 154. Okay, I thought it was a little under 154, but that's good to know. VG10 is closer to M390, kinda. It holds an edge longer than M390 and think it's more stainless. It's a mid-grade steel for some reason and used in some chef's knives. Huh. Never heard that before, but okay. I'm not going to say that's true or false. You guys do your own research just like I need to do. Been wanting a field sharpener for a while. $30, yeah, but still at $30, that's worth every penny because it's really well made. It's not like those Lansky pull-through sharpeners or anything where your edge has to be just that angle and that's what you have to do. Honestly, it's like you have a lot of free range, and that's also a great gift. Like I know my dad for years has used that sharpener in the kitchen where you pull your knife back and forth on the thing, and that works good because I guess he's done it so many times he knows the edge to hold or whatever. But that's very versatile for like if your mom's got paring knives or kitchen knives that she just needs to touch up real quick. That's a good one right there. It depends on where you get it. That's just from my own experience. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, well, that's a big thing. And again, something I'm not super educated on. But the heat treat on these steels, like apparently, you can get some of these steels like there's one in particular. Well, MagnaCut. MagnaCut's a good example of it. People, if you heat treat MagnaCut too low, then you're going to come in with something that's subpar. You're not going to get something that holds its edge and has the real bite that people have been wanting from MagnaCut. That was a big steel, made a big splash into the community. People loved it, but then some people were getting bad examples with it with low heat treats. And so you got to find that sweet spot, and that's why some people were like, well, I hate this steel. Well, you probably had a bad experience with that steel. HCR is that way. HCR is from what we have today, HCR is not a great steel. But actually, better example would be like D2. Somebody can get D2 and say, this is terrible. It didn't hold an edge for any time. Therefore, I hate D2. Well, that's not the case. If you get good D2, you're going to have something that'll hold an edge for a good long time. And it all just depends on heat treat and stuff. We live in a world, and I know just a little bit of this. Again, not super well versed on it, but we live in a knife world where, all because we get this steel from a company doesn't mean this steel is treated and done the best way. Like, people talk about how well Spyderco does with their steels. If you get a knife in, let's say, 20 CV from Spyderco, then it might be better than 20 CV from or some of these other companies. Now, I don't know. I'm not saying that. That's just an example. It just depends on where you get it, who's making it, and how they're doing it. It depends. Okay. Tommy Boy says, the Work Sharp Field Sharpener works great. Yes, it does. Freeman said, quit touching your nose. I almost said, come make me, but sure as the world he'd show up over here. I have a giant mouse in N390 that stayed sharp for a while. Then I got a Delica, and I've never sharpened it. And I've had it for 2 years and use it every other day. Gotcha. Man, I would love a Spyderco. Spydercos are good. It just depends on which one you get. They're just like any other company. So kind of over, or any other American, not, well, I shouldn't say any other American company. They're like a lot of companies where things are kind of overpriced and so on and so forth. But to be 100% honest with you, if you want to buy one, you can buy one Spyderco, make sure it's the one you want, stick with it. And they're going to be good knives. They're good slicers. They're good whatever. I'm on a budget. I can't afford it. Yeah, that is tough. And I understand that because, I mean, really, the main reason I get gear nowadays is because of reviews and stuff. I don't. I mean, here lately I've been buying a little bit more, but not super often will I go out and spend a bunch of money on a knife. You want a para two, paramilitary two. So what I would suggest there is the secondary market. I've seen them go as low as 90. I think I found one for $90 the other day, a paramilitary 2-inch S90V for $90, but it had a broken tip. And something like this can fix that. If you know how to use a belt sander, you don't want to get the steel too hot, but you can get a knife back to whatever you want. So I've bought mini bug outs for I think like $80 and customized them, flipped them for like $120. I've got a video on my channel of one of those that I bought for that price. And yeah, so keep an eye out on the secondary market. Facebook is a great place for that. What else do you guys want to see? Let's hear. I have a Shaman in M4, and it's definitely my best knife. Full metal embossed Zerk kit. Whoa, $800 for a Shaman. Wow. Yeah, those Shamans are pretty cool. It's never like piqued my interest enough to buy one. I keep kicking that thing. My apologies, y'all. I kind of think you should get a Delica. Stay sharp for way longer, and it's $80, while the PM2 is like 170 plus, but that's your choice. Yeah, again, I think that's one of those things where it's different. I don't think VG10 will hold an edge longer than like S90V, but like I said, it's different attributes, stuff like that. It just depends. But I mean, my suggestion though is get what you want. Save up, even if it takes you 2 years to save up and get what you want, because you're gonna buy and then you're not gonna like it as much as if you wanted the PM2. And then you might buy the PM2 and be like, I don't like this. And then you can sell it. But buy what you want. Don't buy something to stand in the place of what you're after, because that doesn't end well. It's just like buying clones. I don't support buying clones because they're clones. It's unethical. I don't like it. It's taking away money from the retailer, or from the original maker, so on and so forth, whatever you want to say, and you probably won't be satisfied with it. Let's read some more comments. Personal preference. Yeah, Jeremy, you personal preference. And there might be a case where you just got like a VG10 from Spyderco that's like just fantastic. You never know. Radio Geek, time for bed. All right, buddy. We'll see you. Thanks for stopping by. So listen, Tommy Boy said, so listen what happened, bro. I was going to get one and my son's his first blade for Christmas, but I lost my job a few weeks ago. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a tough situation. Allie's looking for a job right now, my wife. So yeah, I feel for you there. I feel your pain. I got laid off 2 weeks ago. Yep. Yeah, it does stink. That's rough, but pull through. Easier said than done, right? But just keep looking is all I can tell you. We'll be praying for you. All right, so let's talk about this right here. So this is probably my favorite small knife of the year. For some reason in Utah this year at Blade Show, I only bought small knives. Oh, Crispy Donut. How's it going, guys? Yeah, I agree. We didn't buy Sean Austin because he isn't you. He is a clone. That's right. I am way better than Sean Austin. For some reason in Utah, I guess that's the guy who played Samwise. I only bought small knives. I bought this one, the Mini Pyrite, and that one that I lost, and now I'm sad, the Olone. But this is the Devo Knives Nip. Oh my goodness, this blew me out of the water, man. S90V, carbon fiber, titanium accents, awesome ergonomics. They put the jimping where it needs to be, up in the center of the blade, not back here, so you have to choke back. It's right here. And honestly, I like it when it's even further out. But boy, they killed it. They killed it with this guy. And White Mountain Knives still has some of the exclusives, which were just titanium with blue accents, and those are really cool. But I'm really looking forward to the they call it the nip slip. Um, it's a slip joint version of this, and boy, I look forward to that. But yeah, that knife just killed it. The flipper on this little guy, so good, so good, and of course the thumb and middle finger flick is great too. Let's read some comments. Crispy Donut, how's it going, guys? Yes, you do have to get a Devo. The Pony Stout, I don't own one, but Freeman does, and it is one of the most underrated budget knives. And it might not be that underrated. They might just be hard to get a hold of, but I really like it. It's Opie and Dopey. Thanks, guys, and sorry to you. It's Opie. Yeah, it is. It is. Wait, where's Opie? Yeah, it's probably Luke. I don't know. Cracking the Samwise jokes. There's no telling. Thank you, guys, for joining and sticking around. Check this out. I found this yesterday. 50 BMG cartridge, where we hunt. There's a guy who, one of the guys, like the grandson of the guy who owns it, and I guess he shoots these. That's pretty cool. Awesome little souvenir. Speaking of, I guess I can show this on live stream. Should I risk it? Yeah, I should risk it. Totally. We'll just not show like the actual item itself. Whee! Look, guys, I have a stick with a flashlight on it. I bought the Olight Valkyrie Turbo in the last sale. And, oh my goodness, dude, this thing throws like nobody's business. I have it set up on this 1022. It's kind of a scout rifle carbine, whatever, setup. And I have a gold dot on top with the 15-round magazine. Oh my goodness. I've recently got back into things that throw rocks really fast. There's a bug on me, isn't there? Things that throw rocks really fast. I guess we'll call it that. Man, this light's fantastic. I love it. I sighted this thing in and plinked a little bit with a buddy, with my buddy and my wife and my brother yesterday. Love this. Love this. Got to get out and do some night rock throwing. We'll call it. Let's see. Dopey said, Tommy Boy, when you get tagged in chat, it sometimes deletes the first letter of the person's name. I get called OP all the time. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. All right, what do you guys want to see next? Semi-auto slingshot. By the way, okay, so slingshots, right? I'm actually like not anymore because I've been very busy doing stuff here lately, so I haven't got to shoot much. But slingshots are something I really enjoy. That is a whole rabbit hole to dive down. And so what got me into it was Zachary Fowler's channel here on YouTube. I used to watch that, used to watch his 30-day survival challenges, and I think slingshots might have been what got me. No, he got me into slingshots and then watched those. Anyways, boy, I love slingshots. They are so much fun. I've got a few. I've got a decent collection, and I've even been to some tournaments and stuff. And I love it. The Simple Shot, I'm good friends with Nathan Masters, who owns Simple Shot. And if you guys ever want to get into slingshots, so if you're looking for something to spend like $30 on for Christmas, maybe actually I would say 40. For $40, you can get into it pretty well. For $40, go buy a slingshot from Simple Shot and go on Amazon and buy some ball bearings. And you can do some research, see what size you need. I think 3/8 would be a good size. But oh man, it's a blast. You get out in the yard, shoot bottles. Oh, it's such a blast. You got to do it. I had one when I was a kid and got in so much trouble with it. And that's the thing, like you probably had the wrist rocket when you were a kid. These don't shoot the tubular bands, even though you can get good tubular bands. These shoot flat bands, so they look like flat rubber bands. And you can kill birds, you can take game with it. They're awesome. So look into that. All right, up next, let's talk about this. I have bought this and never made a video on it, but I do like it quite a bit. This is the Exceed Designs Razor. I don't remember which version this is, but it's the titanium like razor blade. Excuse me. This thing's awesome. Good action. Good ergonomics for a razor blade. Replaceable blades. One good thing about it is they don't have like proprietary blades. So that's really cool. But yeah, it's on ball bearings, and it comes with different tips. I have one that's a pry tip. I've never put it on. I bought it just in case I wanted it, but I never did. It's got a deep carry pocket clip. Sits really nicely in the pocket. If you know someone who likes razor blades over knives or whatever, this is a good gift. Actually, I mean, I wouldn't suggest this. You can buy like $10, $15 razor knives that would be just as good, pretty much. And oh yeah, if the razor was anodized green, boy, that would be, I'd love that. But yeah, it's really cool. It's like $100, which is a lot for a razor knife. But we spend more than that on knives for. Well, I've got a few knives on the table that are more than that, but it's a really cool. Not much of a gift idea, but a really cool idea for like, hey, I want that. And again, I talked about this the other day. The Cuvis Bladeworks invert. This is the same guy who designed the Kaiser Veritas. And they also have a slip joint version of this, super tiny, that I'd love to get my hands on. But this knife right here is insane. It's not like anything special material wise. It's micarta and 14C28N made by QSP. But the access to the lock bar, the action on the front flipper as well, just the simplicity yet complexity of the design. I mean, it's really cool. There's not much else out there like this, if anything else out there like this. And these are $69. This was kind of my best budget knife of the year, I guess you would say. Definitely my favorite. I love it. But the Cuvis Bladeworks invert, they're hard to come across, but they are really cool. Tommy Boy says, I have 3 Dream Blades, a Benchmade bailout, an SE6, and Spyderco Para 2. I'm not familiar with the SE6. Is that like the huge fixed blade that SE makes? Now Freeman's got me self-conscious about messing with my nose. I guess I have an itch or afraid I have a booger or something. I don't know. The bailout. I've had a bailout. I had the aluminum one. Again, bought it on the secondary market for really cheap. It was pretty beat up. But the bailout's a good knife. If you don't like the bug out, the bailout is a good replacement for it. I have a bug out, actually, in this case. The bug out in S30V. This is an old school one, but I have the Flytanium scales on it, and that really changed like how much I liked this knife, because the looks go through the roof when you do that, as well as the feel of it. It just feels like a more premium knife. Actually, I need to carry this thing more. I need to Loctite it and get it where I want it and stuff like that. But the bug out with titanium scales is not something to sleep on. But the thing is, you have to spend so much to get it right here where it should have been from the factory. Well, I shouldn't say where it should have been from the factory. It was made for a purpose, and it serves that purpose. It's a lightweight knife that works well. But this just makes it feel like such a better knife. I love these scales. Flytanium. Put that back in the case. Any questions? Is that Armada scales? No, that is Flytanium scales. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Brian, if you're still in here, I don't know about this knife anymore. I like it, but I think I got caught up in the moment. I don't know. If you want it back, let me know. I might can work something out with you. It's a really cool knife though, but it's not. It doesn't get carried much now. So if you want it back, I know it meant something to you. So maybe we could work that out to get it back to you somehow. But that's a cool knife from Kaiser. Let's see, what is the name of it, just in case anybody's wondering. Grazioso, I think. Grazioso. Ooh, Spanish. Ooh. Me no speak Spanish. What other questions you guys got? Let's cover. Someone mentioned the mini Praxis earlier, and yes, I totally agree. Why didn't I put this on the list? I should have for best budget knives. But honestly, this one's $29. If you're looking for something that's a little bit. Oh yeah, this is the Holman Hatfield. That's the knife deck. They're supposed to be sending the Armada over, and it has been radio silent from those guys ever since I talked to him. It was supposed to be here before Christmas for my holiday gift guide. Never showed. So I did still include, nothing against them. Maybe they got caught up or something. I understand I'm not the biggest fish that they have to worry about frying. So they might have hooked up with a different channel and sent out all their reviews or their review samples, whatever. It's fine. But I did still plug this because it is a good, really good knife case, and it looks fantastic. But if you've got the 30, just spend $5 more if you can on this. This is the Monicala, doesn't really have a name, but it's titanium and 14C 28N, $35. How in the world they do that, I do not know. And as I've mentioned in 2 different videos, you might think, well, it's not real 14C 28N. As far as I know, it is. And I've made the claim that Stasa 23 made the video on it, and I hope I'm not lying there. Stasa 23. Let's look up Monicala. Monicala. I'm pretty sure he made the video on it. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Okay. So, I mean, it's really cool. It's 14C 28N in titanium. I mean, for $35, how do they do that? How in the world? Like, there's no way, right? That doesn't make sense. And some companies are going to have to do some explaining why they can't do this. And I'm pretty good buddies with the guy that owns Vosteed. And so I might have a chat with him and see, like, what's the deal here? Why can they do that? He's a very smart guy. I'm sure he could probably tell me why they're able to do that. Surely they're still making money off of it, though, or they wouldn't do it, more than likely. All right, up next, let's talk about these. So Vosteed had a new release recently. They released one, a lower grade of titanium. Yeah, it could be. I wonder about that. This is the Datsun. So these are the 2 versions. This was the prototype, so the pocket clip's a little bit different on it. A little bit different than that one. But this was the prototype I picked up in Atlanta this year. Absolutely awesome, man. These guys, this is the production version, and it's lighter, better pocket clip, and I really like that black. That is gorgeous, isn't it? Such a streamlined knife. M390 in titanium, $205. Actually, 209, I think. $209. But very impressive. They did a good job with this. And it kind of makes you like think they might be coming for nowhere near the size of them yet, but they could possibly be nipping on like WE and some knife maker like that's heels. They proved that with the RS Chaos, that they can swing with the big guys as far as manufacturing goes, or what they can manufacture, because that's a really well put together knife. And another thing is, it was really cool how they listened to their customers on some of their knives here recently and fixed some stuff. So if I said I had $35, what would you recommend? Overall, across the board for $35, this would be one I would recommend. This Monicala. Now, is it perfect? No. I mean, the action's not like the best ever. Now, it is rock solid, but it's a frame lock, so it depends. Depends on how. Oh, by the way, no trade regret, dude. I'm just saying, if you want that knife back, we can work it out, because I don't love it. I don't want to get that knife back that I traded with you for. But this is really good for 35, but it's not perfect. Sin cut is somewhere I would look for $35, and it also depends on what you want. Text down below the specifications you want, like exactly what you're looking for, like what's your style of knife, all that different stuff, and we can go from there. I swear someone just disliked the stream, like took their like away. That's sad. Yeah, no, not regretting the trade, like as far as like, I don't want the knife back, you're good. All right, how about this huge guy, the Kaiser Critical? You guys ever seen this knife? This is an old school one, I think. But this is the titanium. It's had some anodizing done to it. Holy cow. Just a good work knife with big blade and a decent steel. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that Monicala, it seems very sturdy. Maybe a little bit of up and down wiggle on the blade. So, that's depends on. I don't know that it would ever fail, but you know, if you're going to be beating the snot out of it, maybe go with something different. For 35 bucks, again, looking to send cut. They've got all kinds of sizes. Um, let's see. Anyone in the comments who has any suggestions, let me know. 35 bucks. Yes, a VV Praxis. What up, Loren? Yes, the VV Praxis as well. The regular size Praxis, not the mini. There's a lot of answers to that question, but of course they're leaving my mind. But I would just look over Syncut's catalog, see what they have. I would say save up a little more and get a better quality blade. Yeah, if you can wait another month and have 50 to 7, if you can get $75, that's like budget and below for me. If it's under $75, you can consider that a budget knife. If you can save up 50 bucks, your range opens up. If you can save up 75 bucks, your range almost becomes infinite with the different amount of knives you can get for around that $75 price range. So you might want to save up a little bit more. But if all you've got is $35 to work for, sorry, I kicked the camera again, I would probably say the Monocolor. What up, Dopey Tommy? Yeah, hey guys. Let me open this back up so I can keep up with these comments here. You have both the big and small Praxis. Okay, yeah. So you know how good they are. And the Syncut line is good, but you guys share with me what you think. Now, if Civivi emails me tomorrow and says, hey, we've got some knives for you, okay, yeah, send them over, because that's awesome. I will happily work with Civivi. I'm not hating on Civivi or anything, but I'm afraid that it's getting to the point where they're kind of soulless. Like some of their knives, it's like, okay, well, this is another button lock with micarta from Civivi. Cool. And I hate to be like that. And I do still like Civivis. They do still release stuff that's like, I'm like, man, that's cool. Like the Cubit. Or, yeah, Cubit. That was the name of it. That knife is cool. I've not owned one, but I've handled a few. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. But some of their knives are just kind of soulless at this point. It's like, okay, well, you released another thing in D2 micarta with a button lock. Cool. Now, this one's pretty neat, but still, it's not like something I'm going to keep around. This is going to be a gift. It is a good knife, but it feels kind of soulless, you know? Yes, check out Crispy Donut for $60 Hanson. Yeah, they're okay. I mean, no, I do need to pick up a Hanson myself. Where do I get the Monocolor? You can go on Amazon and get it. You can either hold on, I anytime this out sell for less than what I actually wanted. I always regretted it and wished I just saved some more instead. Save up. Yes, that's the point I made earlier. The I covered that exact thing earlier. Thank you for saying that as well, JC. That save up and get what you want. It doesn't matter how much time you have to save up because you will not be satisfied. And again, you might get that knife you want and not be satisfied still, but you've gotten it and it's out of your mind. That obsession you have for that one product, it's out of your mind where you're like, okay, I know that I don't like this or that I do like this now. And then you can go from there. You can find the Monocolor if you go to Amazon and type it in. It's MONI KALA. MONIKALA. Wait, hold on a second. MONIKALA. My apologies. Or if you want to help me out, you can go to the last video I posted and click that link, and I get the Amazon kickback on it. But no, don't feel pressured to do that. If it's easier to just go type it in on Amazon. I will take a gift, Tommy Boy says. Yeah, well, I mean, don't go around asking people to send you one, you know. I don't know if that's what you meant or not, though. I mean, they don't cut, Crispy said. What don't cut? The Hansons, yeah, they're dull. Like out of the box, the edge is flat. You have to sharpen it yourself. Oh, you're joking. Okay, Tommy. Sorry about that. Just making sure. Got to keep things wrangled in here. What's up, Marshall Smarts? You missed it. Freeman was in here earlier using his phone to text. Do you believe that? He was typing on this live stream. You said gift, so I was going, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that Hanson right out of the box. The one I handled, Brian had one. He said he had to put an edge on it. It was dull. Like, actually, the back of the knife was sharpened instead of the actual edge. Let's see, what else should we cover tonight? This is a light. Oh, dude, the Nafslander 2. I handled one of those in, I think, Atlanta and Utah, and they're really cool. Made by Kaiser now, and Ben also showed me something coming that I'm super excited for. But that Lulu, that fixed blade that they released was really cool. All right, this is another thing that I have been sent, haven't made a video on yet. Got to get around to that. This is from, we dulled it before we sent it to him. We didn't want him to cut himself. I know, yeah, Brian. You gotta watch Brian. No, but this is from Robivon. This is the E7, and so it's just a regular emitter out the top, but also, let's see, a double tap. Yeah, double tap for a blue light, so you can charge the lume on your watch or whatever with it. And let's see, it also, I feel like it has another setting. Doesn't it have a regular light on here? Or am I crazy? I don't remember. People are going to sit here and watch me fumble with this thing. Yeah, I might be crazy. But anyways, this is really cool. Got a high output, but another awesome thing about it is, so it has its original battery right here that is USB-C rechargeable, and then on this side, it takes a AAA battery for when your rechargeable battery runs out. So that's super helpful, because if you're like me, I've been in a situation where I was helping somebody on the side of the road who broke down, and I think at least two of my flashlights that I had with me that night died, which stinks. Fortunately, I think I might have had another one, or the people that were there, like the state trooper that was there with us, helped us. So, but yeah, Rovivon E7. These are a little bit steep. They're around $50. But this will definitely be going in like a get home bag. Actually, today I ordered a bag from Roaring Fire Gear. They had a big sale going on. If you are looking for like a cool backpack for like get home, or just a cool backpack that you want to carry some stuff in, for $150 they had a bundle for two different backpacks that are really nice, good size for get home bags or just a day pack or something like that. So check those out. They are awesome. All right, let's read some of the comments here. Crispy Dopey said, "My Hanson came so dull it can't even cut the cheese." That's a fart joke. Very funny. The jimping on the scales is sharper than the edge, Brian says. JC says, "I have quite a few small Rovivon flashlights. They're great for having so many features. I got another one during Cyber Monday." Yeah, Rovivon is a brand. They exploded onto the market, and then I feel like they kind of died down a little bit. But I've bought them as gifts quite a bit, and this one is really cool as well. I might would wait till this one was on sale just because of how expensive it is, but it's really useful, especially if you need that black light. And I can almost promise you that it had a function for the... Oh, there it is. Yes. So I am stupid. That's what it is. Yeah, so it has a function like this. So you can clip that to your hat for looking down or whatever, or whatever you want to use it for. But it does also have that, like, almost diffused light function as well. What's up, CPM? Like the same CPM that makes the steel? No way. I don't believe it. C.P.M. I'm going to go look you up now. C.P.M. Yeah, you didn't come up. But that's cool. Hey, how you doing? Tommy Boy says, LOL. Brian Edmond said, and people wonder why I carry multiple lights or the batons with the case that charges them. That charging case on the batons, I have one from the Baton 3, and that is a lifesaver. That's really cool. I'm starting to move away from Olight as far, not the tube or Insta though. On Insta though, okay. Cool. Are you the CPM that makes steel? Like that one? No, that's just the name of the steel. That's made by Crucible, isn't it? I think so. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, the charging cases. And the Baton 4, that one, That one's really cool. But I'm moving away from Olight because of their proprietary charging. That's why I've been liking Woobin so much. Is most of their lights, some of their older models are still micro USB, but their newer models are in USB C, and I've really been enjoying that. Um, so yeah, Olight I've been moving away from. Now I still love Olight. Like, again, if they reached out tomorrow and said, "Hey, we want to send you some stuff," I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, cool, let's do it." Because I do like their products, and if you're okay with that ecosystem, like here around my house, actually, that's a great ecosystem to have. I have over here by my entryway a magnet hanging up to put an Olight on for like if Allie was to go out and walk the dogs at night, stuff like that. Um, and I do like it for around the house or even a home defense thing that sits there with the charger always on the light. That's fine. But as far as like a go bag or get home bag, I'm going to have something that is USB C rechargeable and, something like this that can have batteries or, with replaceable batteries, stuff like that. So that's the only reason I'm moving away from them. Tommy Boy says, "What kind of watch are you wearing? It's nice. Thanks. This is the Seiko SRPD something or another, a Seiko 5. This has been in my shopping cart forever, and so I like to buy a watch at different occasions. I bought a watch when I bought this house, and it's I wanted to wear it to work in, get it scuffed up as we worked on the house to tell a cool story, and then I wanted to buy this watch for my wedding. Well, the funds just didn't allow it at the time, and so I didn't get the watch. Well, on our wedding, or the night before our wedding at the rehearsal dinner, Allie handed me my present, which was this, and that really meant a lot. She got me the braceleted version because she listened, and I had made the point before that if you're going to buy a watch, buy the braceleted version and then put a NATO on it. Well, she did just that. She brought the braceleted version, and I put the NATO on it, and it really means a lot. I love this. This watch is fantastic. It's automatic movement, stuff like that. But anyways, there's the story behind that. I love OD Green anything. Me too. I had the OD Green Baton 3. I still do. From the Facebook the Facebook group for a 5-year member. I hadn't been in it 5 years. Somebody sold it to me. That's why I like the Baton 3 and 4 because that case is USB-C rechargeable. That's a good point. So honestly, I would almost keep that in a bag just for how many times you can recharge it. I love the Angel Eyes because of the dual power source option. What up, CPM? Of the i5, i3, etc., can use both recharging or regular batteries. I like Woobin too. The X3 is really cool. If you want to check it out, I'll bring it next time. X3, I have the X3. No, I don't. I want the X3. With the charging case and stuff, yeah, that one's really cool. But again, that runs into that problem if you have to have the charging case to charge it, right? Or does it have USB-C recharging? I can't remember. Anywho, yeah, the X3, I do want to check that out sometime because that's one I've been looking at that I would really like. Oh, no, the X3 is the one with the wireless charging, like your phone, yeah. Yeah, like the i5R with the USB-C rechargeable, that's a cool light. And you see, that would actually be one of the best lights for keeping in a get-home bag. Like, of course, I'm going to have a few lights in there that stay charged up and maybe a few, like, replacement 18650, stuff like that. And then I need something like that as a backup because that uh, i5R, it'll go up to like what, 250 to 300 lumens with a double A, and with the rechargeable battery in it, it'll do 350, I think. So that would be good. That's a good point there. I've gotten all 3 free lights Olight gave out. Yeah, I love getting those free lights. I'll get them all the time. I have some over here on the shelf, like 3 of them, I think, for like a Christmas gift or a gift to somebody, or if I need one, I guess. But I love throwing those things. If you've just got a buddy or you've got like something coming up, stocking stuffer, somebody's got a birthday and you don't want to go spend a bunch of money on them, you throw them one of those. Actually, they're right behind me there on that shelf. You can't see them though. Let's see, what else do I need to cover tonight? We talked about slip joints, flashlights, all kinds of stuff. Oh, let's talk about this. The TJL knives flip that was also in my budget knives video. All right, listen, guys. If any of you in here tonight are looking for a knife for a present or something like that, you have $40 to spare, please do me a favor right now. Go pick one of these up. These guys are really cool. I don't get a dime off of it, but I've had conversations with this guy. I've been really busy. I hadn't talked to him in a while. But TJL knives flip. I mean, it's, just your regular whatever knife, D2, micarta. But it is a really good design, has really good action, really good ergonomics. I could totally recommend it. But if you're looking for a gift and you can spend $40 or you just want to spend $40 on yourself, get it. Oh, are TJL on Amazon now? You're kidding. I hope they are. But yeah, go pick these guys up if you can. Support those guys. They're really cool. I think they're from Minnesota. So somewhere up north, eh? But yeah, please go pick one of these up. Support these guys. Help them to get their business off the ground. I'm not going to beg you to, even though that's kind of what it sounded like there. But do it. You'll be doing a good, and you get a good product out of it too. Now, if it was garbage, then I would tell you, hey, it's garbage. I wouldn't even be talking about it on my channel. But well, I think I have done about all I need to do tonight. Is there anything else to talk about? Yeah, one thing. One thing we'll talk about before I go. This was my best bag of 2023. If I can do 35, I can do 40. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, Tommy, that's a good suggestion. It's very. Did I really just open that like that? Hold on, let's do that again. There we go. D2 steel, sheep's foot, well made. Definitely go pick one of these up if you're looking for something different with a good action. Yeah, it's very, very unique as well. Oh yeah. So last thing I'm going to talk about, a purse. Not really a purse, but not too dissimilar to a purse, is this alpaca tote bag. Now you might say, Samuel, what's wrong with you? You're a grown man on a YouTube channel pointed mainly towards guys talking about a tote. Yeah, I am. Because they sent it over and I thought it would be really useful, and boy was I right. So I've got a bunch of different stuff just thrown in here from like different ventures I've been on here lately, or different things, or just well, we moved recently. I moved from my parents' house into here after I got married. And so yeah, had a lot of stuff just thrown all over the place. But these bags are fantastic. $50, high vis interior, mini pockets on the inside, water bottle pockets, stuff like that. Pockets on the outside as well for you to store. Apparently Grim Workshop stickers. Grim Workshop, I should say. And more Grim Workshop stickers. I guess I put them in here after I got them. That's a fancy purse. Thank you. I mean, honestly, like for your wife or something, or girlfriend, whatever, or your buddy who just likes bags. These are really great. Lots of pockets on the inside, but what these are some of the most useful things for, oddly enough, Blade Show. I carried this thing in Utah, and if you've ever been to one of those shows, you get stuff like what I just pulled out of there, stickers and stuff like that, and you just have a whole bag full. And this is a good way to keep some of it organized. You're always digging through that bag to find your knife or whatever. This is a good way to keep the stuff organized because of the pockets, but it's also good to throw some water in here when you're walking around those shows. It's hard to keep hydrated, hard to keep, fluids and stuff in your body. Joe Flowers made a really good point to me in Georgia this year talking about electrolytes and stuff like that, and I need to remember it. But yeah, you can fit all kinds of stuff in here, and it works so well. I really like this bag. I love it. And also, around the house, say you're going somewhere just for a day trip. Say you and the wife want to get away, or you and the husband, if there's any ladies watching this, you and the husband want to get away for the day. Then you throw your clothes, some socks, some shoes, whatever in this bag. Maybe your deodorants and stuff like that. And it's great. Made out of a really cool X-Pack material, so it's water resistant. And it has magnetic closure up here at the top. So it magnets together and closes. That's weird. It's like I'm talking about a purse. But boy, I love this thing. Check them out. Alpaca, man. Oh, I also got this. You guys ever seen a hatchet with my micarta handle? Yeah, me neither. Not until I bought this. Or bought this, traded for it, really. Check that guy out. Made by, I traded with Taylor Putman for this. Also, if anybody's going to be in North Carolina for that thing at Ridge Runner Blades, I should be there, Lord willing. True Temper. This is the Tommy axe. It says it's got the nail puller and stuff. That's really impressive. That micarta handle, I like that. Taylor Putman made this thing like, I kid you not, hair popping sharp. Really like that. VanQuest is another good bag brand. I know I said one more thing and then I kept going, but we'll go for an hour. We're at 59:51. We'll go for a few more minutes. VanQuest is a really good brand. Um, they have some really cool sling bags, again, purses. Some really good sling bags with some versatile inside pockets that take hook and loop stuff. Excuse me. So you can put these hook and loop patches in, or panels, and some patches, of course. These are really cool. I like these for walking around places if you've got stuff you want to carry. Again, trade shows and stuff, these fanny packs are pretty useful. Go around a theme park or whatever and you want to keep a few things with you. And the last thing I'll talk about, promise, is P&W Bushcraft. So if you guys haven't heard of P&W Bushcraft, you must be under a rock somewhere, or you're just not on this part of the everyday carry community. They make, we talked about Taylor Martin earlier, they make the EDC trays for carry commission and stuff like that. They also make a bunch of stuff. But this is their dump tray. So it's a little bitty dump tray, but it will fit my entire everyday carry in it. You just got to kind of stack it just right. That unbuttons and turns into a really cool pocket organizer. So you've got two separate pockets there, two separated ones, and a big back pocket. So let's throw some stuff in here real quick. So let's just say you wanted to carry your slip joint and you didn't have a slip for it. Well, guess what? It fits really well right there. And then your Rovivon flashlight. It'll fit on the back of here really well, or pretty well, not like perfectly. Actually, I feel like the case matches the aesthetic of this more. There we go, that green and brown. And what's one more thing to put in here? I don't know. What do I have on me? Flashlight. The Raylight Pineapple Mini. And so you've got you a great little pocket organizer. How about that? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I like it. How big is my collection? That's actually a video that's going to be coming up soon. I've shot that video before. Didn't like the way it turned out, so we're going to change it. But yeah, I think last time I counted with fixed blades, it was like 60 knives. I think it's less now. I've gotten rid of a few, but I've also gotten in a few, so I don't know. But we'll end with a pocket check. How about that? So in the pockets, as you can see, the flashlight is the Raylight Pineapple Titanium. Haven't carried this flashlight, that's not a watch or a knife, in a long time. I think since my wedding, I haven't really carried it. Maybe a place or two on the honeymoon. But yeah, really good flashlight. Those also take double or triple A's or rechargeable batteries. The wallet. The wallet is really cool, and a lot of people seem to like it every time I show it. This is a wallet by Erect Custom Leatherworks, and it also has I'm covering my driver's license, that's why I'm being weird here. ID window and stuff on the back, and it is a flap wallet, and this is custom made by my cousin of all people, and they run about $30. That's all they run. Handmade leather wallet for $30. Not too bad. Cavity Search. Hey, I don't like that. Hey, how you doing, buddy? First time here. How we doing? Great. Hope you are. Thanks for hopping in here. Is this your first time on the channel or just a live stream? But anyways, there's the wallet. The Erect Custom Leatherworks. We'll just call it the Sam because it doesn't really have a name. If you want one of these, reach out to him on Facebook. They're $30. Of course, shipping I don't think is included in that, but you can tell him, hey, you want one of the wallets that Sam has, and he can hook you up, or I can hook you up with him, whatever. You need to send more info for your cousin. Some awesome work. Yes. So if you want to find him, it's ERECT Custom Leatherworks on Facebook. Go look him up. He should come up. I think his page is in the everyday carry community. Nobody knows about him except for a few people because I mentioned it in a Taylor Martin video. But he makes some really great wallets. I really like them. I've had two of these now, and this one's a little different than the original one. The original one had a thinner flap, which I would probably prefer, but this one still works great once it wears in. Again, Erect Custom Leatherworks. Yes, like the word erect. ERECT. That's the name of the place he's from. Erect Custom Leatherworks. And you can message him, like I said, $30. Maybe the price has changed. I don't know. But I bought this one not too long ago, and that's what it came in at. All right, in the back pocket, something I've been carrying a lot lately but haven't been using that much is a Field Notes notebook. Now, this one does have some ideas in it. Where are they? I don't know. There's something I was counting. Field Notes is a pretty useful thing to have with you. Whether you need fire something to start a fire with the paper, or like me, you need to jot something down. This is pretty sweet. I don't love taking notes on my phone. I mean, it's useful, but I don't love it. That wallet is big. Yeah, sure, dopey. And then the pen that I carried today. The pen was the big idea design. Boat Action. I actually carried a lot of the stuff I carried in my wedding today. Which video coming out on that soon. But yeah, really cool. Big idea design. Got the Pilot G2 0.7 refill on that. And then the thing you've all been waiting for. Of course, we've already talked about the watch. The knife. The Vosteed Nightshade Premium in L-Max, brass, and micarta. This knife. This is the knife right here. I don't know if any of them are still in stock anywhere, but if you're looking for a high-end knife at a really good price, this is it right here. L-Max, micarta, brass, titanium pocket clip, fantastic action, good ergonomics, good blade, very solid, and with a solid lockup, it still has that action. Boy, this thing's fantastic. Get one if you can. I love it. Again, I don't make a dime off of saying that. I do work closely with them, but I love that knife. I'm so jealous of that. They said there'd be more soon. There needs to be more soon. That is one of the best budget, or not budget, but that's one of the best knives. The regular Nightshade is still my favorite budget knife. I think it's upstairs. But, oh man, the Nightshade Premium is one of the best knives for the price, I guess, for the L-Max and stuff like that as a blade steel. Very impressive. Well, I said one more thing, which was the pocket nump, and we didn't. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was day number 5 of the 12 Days of Christmas. Again, I know that wasn't an edited, put together video like what has been coming, but it's Sunday, and this was easier for me to do than to shoot a video and edit it. Now, it might not have taken as little, it might have taken less time depending on how short the video was, but this was fun. I wanted to hang out with you guys, come chat a little bit and have a good time. So day number 5 was the live stream. There will probably be another one in the 12 days, but we're almost to the halfway point. Stick around tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be the, I think 4 or 5, I'm not sure yet, best budget fixed blades. So with that being said, have a great day. Let me answer these questions before we go. Another massive great budget knife is the Beyond EDC Nighthorn, and a great time here tonight. Awesome. All right, so hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all those wonderful things. Have a great day, and God bless. We'll see you next time.